Hi and welcome to another Studio X video, and today we are going to see the very common use case, which is Excel reconciliation using UiPath Studio X. So let's see what the use case is. So we have two files, one is the annual report and one is the April expenses. So what we have to do is we have to do the reconciliation for the current month expenses into the annual report file. So there we go. This is how the annual report looks like, and this is how the annual expenses, not the annual, but the monthly expenses, which is for the April expense this time, is how it looks like. So now you can see you have various steps for each month, and we have a template sheet for which we use to create for each month tab. And then you can see you have employee, manager name, role in the company, email, and the expenses column, which we need to fill by taking up the value from the another Excel sheet. Now, this is how the new sheet, which is April expenses, look like. You have a column called month. Then you have two columns where it contains the first name and last name of the employee and the expenses detail. Now, as you can see, the common between these two files that helps you to VLOOKUP is the employee name. So there you go, the employee name in column A, and here the employee name is in the column B and C in the form of first and last name. So this is what you need to do: create a column called full name by doing the concatenation or combining the columns. After you're done combining the columns, you have to do the VLOOKUP between these two files. So for the John Smith, once you combine, a new column will be full name. For the John Smith, pick up the expenses value from the column D and paste it to the relevant cell for the John Smith in this April expense report. So let's do this reconciliation in UiPath Studio X. Let's start with connecting with our first report, which is April expenses, because we have to create a new column so that we can do the VLOOKUP easily with the annual report. Right, so use Excel file resource to connect with the Excel file and copy the path, local path where your file is. So browse to the file and give the path, and there you go, April expenses. Let's connect with this file, make a new reference name, because in today's automation, we have two Excel file in the same workflow. So do not confuse ourselves. Let's rename this, the reference as the April Excel. So there you go. Now, next thing that you have to do now is create the new column. For that, we have an activity called insert column. So drag it inside the scope of use Excel file, right? So inside the use Excel file, you have the insert column. Now the range where do you want to insert is, again, click on the plus button, April expense file, and this is the file name and this is your sheet name. So this is where you want to insert. Then has header, this is to tell the robot that the first row is the headers and not the data. So the bot will consider this as the headers. So again, this is the sheet name, and this is what it has taken, the April expenses. Now, where do you want to insert? We want to insert before the column D, which is expenses column, right? So before the column, so where? Before, and relative to. So click on the plus button, and in the range, you can see the expenses column. So before the expenses column is what we want to insert, and add headers is where you have to give the new column name. A new column name is going to be the full name, right? So there you go, and click on the save button. And this is how it's gonna insert a new column called full name inside the April expenses. Now, next thing we have to do is fill up this column called full name with the values by combining these first name and the last name column B and C. So for each of these row, we have to do this activity, right? Before that, let's just close these files and run till now so that we have the column ready in an Excel file so that we can indicate it easily in the later automations. So there you go, the automation is running right now. And there you go, the full name column is created now. Done. Now, the next thing that we have to do now in the April expenses report is fill up that column. So for each row, we have to do this activity. So for that, we have an activity called for each Excel row. So if you go and search in the activity panel, there you can see for each Excel row. Drag it here, again inside this particular resource. And for each Excel row, your current row represents your current row being processed. So this will be your current row in the first iteration, and this will be your current row in the second iteration. So while looping, your current row represents which row being processed. Then in range, so in what range or the sheet name you have to give here where you want to iterate. So April expenses sheet is where we want to iterate. Has headers, again to tell the robot that your first row is the headers and not the data. So we are done. This is to iterate. Now in the iteration, what we have to do is combine the values of two columns and write in a new cell. For that, we have an activity called write cell. So there you go. Write cell activity, make sure to drag it inside the for each Excel row, because we want to repeat this activity for each of the rows. So write cell, what do you want to write is click on the plus button, your current row first name, then you click on the text, then give a space, and then your current row last name. So combining these two values and writing it to, click on the plus button, current row full name. So B and C columns value will be now saved in the new column called full name column. You do not have to click on the auto increment row value because we are already inside the for each Excel row. So by default, it increments the row. Now let's run till this. And so if I run this project from initially, it will go and insert the column again and do all of these things again. So, but we don't want that. We want to run from this. So let's do this. Right click on the activity from where do you want to run your robot now, and choose run from this activity. So what we want to do is now fill the full name column in the April expenses report, because we already had created the column. So there we go, and it should be now filling up the values. The last one was successful. And let's see whether we were able to do this. And there we go. We have the full name being filled with the combination of these two columns with a space in between. So this is done. Next thing we have to do is create a new sheet, or you can say a new tab in the annual report called April. And for that, we have to duplicate this template sheet and rename it to the April. Now for that, what we have to do is connect with the annual report. Again, we will use Excel file resource. Make sure you are using the use Excel file resource inside one your first use Excel file resource. So inside the April Excel is where your new Excel, the annual Excel, should come up, because you want to access the data from this Excel to this Excel, right? So it means the data from April expense sheet or the Excel file has to be accessed within the annual report. So that is why we are putting the scope of one inside the other. So Excel file, so where your annual report file is, so there you go. Here is your annual report file, and there you go, annual report. It's done. Let's rename it to annual Excel. So we are done. Next thing that we have to do is duplicate the sheet. So for which we have an activity as duplicate sheet. And there you go, drag it inside the new resource called the annual Excel, because we want to perform this this action inside this particular file. Okay, sheet to duplicate, we want to duplicate the annual Excel template sheet and rename it to, we want to rename it to with the name from the April expense A2 value. Okay, so let's do this. Go back, rename it to, click on the plus button. Now from the April expense, indicate in Excel. There you go. Let me just close them again. This may happen sometimes. So there I go, rename it to, click on the plus button, April Excel, and indicate in Excel A2 cell, right? So A2 cell is where my tab name, the new tab name of the annual report is. So I have chosen this and click on the confirm button now. We are done. It should now duplicate the sheet and create a new sheet called April, and the value of the tab is coming from our April expense report, right? So let's just run only this part of the activity because we have done inserting the column and filling up the full name column value. We now only want to duplicate the sheet. Let me just close this file and run from this activity. So it should now create a new tab in the annual report. Let's see how it goes. The Excel is being opened now and the run was successful. Let's go back to the annual report. And there we go. We have the new tab called April, and we have the same format as it is that we have used from the template. We have not created anything. We have just copied the value or duplicated the columns and the rows from the template. That's right. Now we have to fill the expenses column from the expense report by doing the VLOOKUP using the employee names. So again, let's understand this. The employee name from column A and the employee name from column B are the common values. So by doing the VLOOKUP from these two columns, we have to pick the value from the expenses column and put it inside the expenses column of annual report. So let's take an example of John Smith. So John Smith here, for the first row, the John Smith will be picked and it will be searched inside the column D. So John Smith is what I'll get here. Then I'll copy the relevant expense value from the same row where I find the results. So 10,000, and this will be copied in the same row expenses column of the annual report, right? So let's do this. So as we can see, we have to iterate through each row, search the employee name in the April expense and do the VLOOKUP. So again, as you can now easily guess, we have to use the for each Excel row activity to iterate through each row. So there you go. So for each Excel row is what you have to use, and make sure to bring it inside the annual Excel scope. Okay. So your current row represents your current row being processed. So as we know that in the first iteration, this will be your current row. In the second iteration, this will be your current row. So it keeps changing based on the iteration. Now where you want to iterate, so in the annual Excel report and the April sheet, right? Has headers, again, to tell the robot that the first row is data, is the headers and not the data. So in the iteration, what we want to do or what do we want to repeat is the VLOOKUP. So we have an activity called VLOOKUP that helps you to do the VLOOKUP between the two sheets and get the value. So value to VLOOKUP is your annual report column A value, right? Or the employee column. So click on the plus button, your current row, and then you can see employee column. Yeah. So your current row employee column value, which will become A2 cell, is what we are looking for. Where are you looking? So in range, click on the plus button. Now we are looking in April expense report. There you go. In this particular sheet, right? So now what you have to do to indicate the exact range, otherwise April expense sheet, if you directly give, it will take the whole sheet as a range where you want to do the VLOOKUP. So let's do this, and click on the indicate on Excel. Okay, I'm getting the same error again. Let me just close the file and try doing the same thing again. Opening the April expenses report. And there you go. And in range, click on the plus button and April expense. Sorry, April Excel, and indicate in Excel. So column B to E. Okay, so this is the left mouse click, and I'm just dragging my mouse from D to E column. We are done. Click on the confirm button. Now you can see it has taken that we are looking up inside only two columns, which is column D and E from the April Excel file, and the sheet name is April expenses. Now column index. So in this VLOOKUP, we want to take the value from column E. So this is a column index, which is 2. So this becomes your index 1, this becomes your index 2. So column index is go and choose the number value. So if you want to enter a kind of text, then we choose the text. Similarly, if you want to enter a number, then you choose a number, so, right? So number option is what you have to choose and enter the value that you want to pick from the range, right? So what it's going to do, it's once it do the VLOOKUP, it will be taking the value from the column E, right, which is second column, and paste it to the annual report expenses column, right? Let me open the other file. I know it is a little bit confusing since the column names are almost same. So there you go. So column A value is being looked up in column D and E. So once it do the VLOOKUP, it will find the value. So this will be your data that you will get in the VLOOKUP. Now from this, your column 2 value is what you are interested in. So you will only pick 10,000 and you will paste it to the annual report expenses column relevant to that row, right? So there you go, save it to your current row and the expenses column. That's all. It should now fill up the expenses column in the annual report. Let me just close these files to run the robot. So what we have to do is we are done with till duplicating the sheet. So now we have to run it for each Excel row, filling up the expenses column. So let me right click and run from this activity. So the bot is running now, and let's see whether we are able to do the reconciliation or not. And the last run successful. Let me open the annual report now. And parallelly, let's keep the April expenses open as well. So there we have expenses column in the annual report, and this is a April expense report. And now you can actually verify for the John Smith, the value is 10,000. Yes. Let's see the Stenham, the value is 17,000. Again, we can see it's 17,000. So that's how you can do the VLOOKUP easily with a single activity. You can duplicate the sheets, you can insert a new column, right? You can do all of these actions in the Excel using the StudioX and make your routine task easier using the automation. Thank you so much for watching.